Enjoy this episode of our 4 Qs for You series brought to you by Muzzy Property Group. Hi, welcome to our next series of 4 Qs for You. My name is Sylvia Muzzy and today's guest is Monte Sheffield. He is the owner and chef of Palmer's Restaurant, Bar, and Courtyard. Welcome, Monte.
Good to be here.
Thank you.
It's a great day.
It is a great day. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Personally, I'm married to my lovely bride, Kristen, and we've moved here 17 years ago, coming on 18 years from Austin. I'm a Texas boy, 4th generation, and I've been in the restaurant business. I'm the only one in my family that's doing this, and but we love it, and we fell in love with San Marcos back when we did, and we chose to move here. We had 2 kids at the time, and we've had one other since we've been here, and still have him at home and about to move off to school in a couple of years, but we just really enjoy San Marcos.
Yeah, it's just getting to know you over the years and many visits to your restaurant. Question number 1, what differentiates you from other restaurants in the San Marcos area?
One of it is the tenure that we've been here. Palmer's has been here since 1978, and we have owned Palmer's coming on 12 years in May. And so a lot of that is just the longevity of being in the community and fighting through the tough times of, new business coming to town to, trying to be new. And that's one of the things that we do our best on, is to never want to rest on our laurels and to give guests a solid feeling of when they know that they come in and they choose a local business like ours, that they're going to be wowed with what we're doing from food and service. And that's one of the things that we really try to strive on, are the service aspects, all the way up to my managers. There's a thing called touching tables, table touching, that just doesn't happen a lot anymore. And we're there to genuinely see how everything is, not as a busser, food runner, or anything like that, but to walk around and see how everything's going. And it's like a big party every day, and you're just a new host to the new faces you see every day.
Yeah. Well, my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, they live in South Austin, and I've chosen your restaurant several times for our gathering place for celebrations, and they love it. They haven't experienced service like that in quite some time, so we actually will be there Sunday.
Well, good. And I know Zoe has been the beneficiary of that. We've made the Z in the pancake.
That's right.
Just, those little things make a big difference. And
Yeah.
Folks remember those things years down the road, other than just going out to eat somewhere.
Yeah. And she remembers that. Oh, the place where they made a Z for me on my pancake.
Yes.
All right. Question number 2. What is the biggest challenge you face as a small business owner in this area?
Well, we are still going through, obviously, the nationwide of the pandemic that we're hopefully on the tail end of. That has been tough, but with the challenges, it's been more related to finding the new growth that's coming to town and having them want to visit your establishment over all the others that have bigger budgets to do more advertising, and call it the chains that are, right on I-35. And they're saturated throughout the United States and in Texas. But finding a local business, we do find that majority of our guests are looking for a local establishment more so than that corporate giant that's out there.
I know personally that's what I prefer.
Same with us. When we go out to eat in other towns, that's pretty much what we're looking for, is a local venue that's, we're the ones that put the flavor of the map of the area.
That's right.
Make it unique to this area.
So we'll definitely keep pushing by word of mouth.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Question number 3. Outside of the day-to-day business, what other community activities is the restaurant involved in?
Giving back. We're coming into Mardi Gras season. We're big factors in that. We're poster sponsors for the new Mardi Gras. We're part of the parade. Part of the committee, so that's just in the Mardi Gras aspect. But the big thing is giving back to the community. The folks that come to see us day to day, week to week, whenever they have something going on, we have no problem, wanting to give back to the community and their endeavors they're going for to help their causes as well.
Yeah, and I've been a recipient of that giving through high school band, Boy Scouts of America. Even though I don't have any boys, I still help with that. I don't know how I got drawn into that, but So I do see all that you do to give back.
Yeah. So and both of my boys are Eagle Scouts. We're very proud of that. Band, all three of my kids went through the band process, and they've enjoyed it. And we were just talking about this last night of needing a musician in the family. And so there's a lot that we have going on, and we, whenever we have larger events and we have possibly some food that may be left over, we don't just toss it. We can contact the Hayes Caldwell Women's Center or the Southside Community Center, and we want to give back in those aspects, and they're very appreciative of those things as well.
Good. I didn't know that, so that's great to know. All right, question number 4. If someone is new to San Marcos, what would you like them to know about your restaurant?
We are a scratch kitchen. We make everything in-house. There's a couple of things that we don't that are just impossible to do. Breads are one of them. The baking aspect is a tough one, but we do have bread made for us. We specify it and have it made and brought in. But other than that, we just know that, for our environment, there's like 3 different dining environments there. We have the outside beautiful courtyard that's just in this well-established area with all the vegetation that's around it, the huge oak tree, and then the big bank of windows. We're in an old house that was built actually in the 20s. So it's got a lot of character to it.
Yes.
And then speaking of character, the family that was there, the Reeds, apparently they were just characters. He was a professor at the university, an English professor, wrote several books, very interesting on immigration of all things, and back in the 50s. And then Miss Reed, Mamie Reed, she was the one that kind of took care of folks. It was on the turn when folks coming in from Wimberley, that old Moore Street, that used to be Retro 12. And that was the turn where people come into town for the day to do business at the banks or the government center, because we're this county seat, and they would drop their kids off or stop and see the Reeds. So it's always been, even before Palmer's, it's been a communal spot to bring people in.
That's
very
interesting.
Unique.
Yeah.
We just really appreciate where San Marcos is. When we were moving here from Austin, we were looking at Wimberley. I've got a brother in Wimberley, a veterinarian over there, and then we were looking at San Marcos and New Braunfels. And we just wanted to sink our teeth into the San Marcos area because we love the feel of it, we love the vibe. And again, both my wife and I, even before we were together, but especially now, but this has been the longest tenured spot that we've been in one place. We were just kind of like, wow, this is a really cool community, and the people here are great. A lot of folks can say that, but there's a lot of good folks here in this town, especially the ones that are immersed into environments outside of their own personal realm or their business when they're helping out.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time today. If you'd like to know more about Palmer's and would like to make a reservation, we will have the link below so that you can go ahead and reach out to them. But we will see you at our next 4 Qs for You.